Hello everyone, this is Sean and Paul Clark and welcome to another Zerg tutorial where we are going into episode number 3 of the Revamped Zerg tutorial, where we are learning to increase our level of game knowledge with up-to-date strategies, up-to-date builds, and we're going to jump straight into this. This is where already we can see we are rank 2 within Bronze League, still in Bronze League so far despite playing against Platinum and even a Diamond player that did automatically quit versus us in the previous episode. And we're not going to kind of pit her out, we're going to jump straight into it. We're going to start off the day, first game of the day as well here. Good afternoon to you. Thanks once again to Alienware for this video, of course, that wonderful intro. And now we are going to go into this. Hopefully we will be placing up against Platinum and higher leagues players, as we're already going into this with a favored player against us. So that, you know, could be a clear indication of that this guy could be at the levels where we're wanting to go through. So we're going to walk through every single decision we make today, and hopefully you can continue to learn with me as we reach the 4th episode, which should be coming out in a couple of days' time. So already on daybreak we have spawned now. We have sent the overlord across to the opponent's natural, and we're going to go straight for drone production. We got F1 control shift F1, control shift F2, control shift F3, and control shift F4, and then we're going to start our drone production again. And we can even do that without even looking. You know, you can go to F3 or F4, should I say, F3, F4, and if you want to build an overlord, you hit 3 or 5 S V depending on what you've got the hatchery hop keyed up to, and then you can go immediately to build a drone. So just go ahead and build a drone without even looking. We are playing against a Protoss player. So we had a lot of Zerg versus Protoss in the last game, in the last episode, sorry. And we played pretty normal. Hopefully this will go as successful as the other ones did go for. Our second overlord already will be going to the natural to look out for any cannon rushes, as well as one of those twin drones that will be going across immediately to scout once again. You know, nothing's changed from episode 1 to episode 3 now on what we're actually opening up with. Our opening build and opening strategy is always going to be the same as Zerg. Even though that may seem a little bit boring to you, if you start to change things up a little bit, you're going to lose the consistency of being able to win game in and game out, because this is the best build. Alright, so we have the 15 spawner pool going down, as we know we have to against Protoss. You can't afford to be going hatchery first, simply because of the cannon rushes, the pylon blocks that can occur. And already we see a probe coming in, we see a forge down early, and on a big map like this, it is a little bit weird to be seeing a forge instead of a nexus down first. He could be wanting a pylon block, but, you know, we have to be careful about cannon rushes and pylons. And, you know, anything around our natural. So it looks like he's going to block us. We are at 16 supply, which is just a little bit of a mistake. And there is the block. So we're just going to go ahead and queue up an overlord immediately here. And we're just going to put a bit of pressure on him and see if we can get this hatchery down, which we can. So if we get that hatchery down, immediately want to be pulling down this overlord down here in case he does build a cannon, and we're going to return back with this drone. We're going to go ahead and get a queen, and there's a couple of settlings out now. As soon as this overlord pops, we'll get the other one. And we can send the third overlord towards his third base. And we have got active eyes on his natural to see if that's going to be taken. Meanwhile, we can just drone. As this overlord now is going to be making its way to this third base, the lings we just made have to be waypointed down there in case he is building anything. It looks like he is going to be taking his natural nexus immediately after going forge and cannon. Let's find out if anything's down there. We can queue up another... No, we don't want to queue up another queen, sorry. We want to be building the new hatchery. Excuse me. Nothing is down there, so... Alright, cool. Oh! What did we find? And that's why you get your lings down there immediately, and we found it. So that's going to go down, and so is the pylon. So now let's just continue to drone up. We've got all the hatcheries hotkeyed to our hatchery hotkey, which is 3 in this game. You know, it can be different for you. We're going to get another overlord. And we pick off that, and let's just go take the Zalnaga towers now and just have a look around for where that drone could have potentially gone, or probe could have potentially gone. So we have a new queen built on the third base immediately. We're going to lava inject in the main base, and we're just going to continue to make drones. We're going to transfer some down to this third base, because we have a lot of drones in the main base, and this one's going to be really empty for a long time. So let's just get them down there immediately. And we don't need to worry about taking gas or anything. We're just looking right now for this probe, if it's on the map anywhere. Just have a look around. Continuing to drone up. We're going to get an overlord in a second because we need it. We see his natural's been taken. And we already have an overlord going towards the back of his base. And the reason why it's going to the back is because you want to be able to go in to see what exactly is going on. You know, is he cheesing us? Is there some all-in coming from this? Because he's already shown aggressive tendencies in this game so far. We want to be going ahead and taking on gases about 620. I think that it's more of a feeling more than a mathematical evaluation how much time we've gained through his little cannon pylon shenanigans. But I roughly estimate it about 20 seconds, so we're back onto normal pacing. And like I explained in the previous videos, is that when somebody does something that sets them behind where they should be, this means now that you can drone a little bit more than you would be because he's a little bit slower than where he'd like to be. So that means that for now we're just continuing to you know, hit all of our lava injects. We're just droning up, and at 7:20, exactly 1 minute later, we will be adding on a roach swarm and evolution chamber, just like normal. We're going to go in and scout his main base with this overlord, and we're going to take the gases on the natural here, all at 6:20. Alright, so we've got full information so far. He hasn't taken gases on the natural. Not taking gases on the natural is a big sign that he could be doing some gateway pressure. Because if he's not gotten gases on the natural, if you think about it, now that obviously means that he has a lot of resources in terms of minerals banked up. But we don't see anything yet. Oh, this overlord, that was a bit of a mistake. It should have been there on the high ground, but I must have misclicked. So right now, I'm just droning while actively looking around. There's nothing in his base, which is incredibly weird. So I'm going to continue to drone because we don't see any threat yet. We see a +1 attack being researched. And I am very confused. Okay, robotics facility. Okay, so now we are a little bit more in the dark, in the light. Let's get the layer and also a +1 attack. We're in gases now. We're going to continue to drone. Going robotics facility early on means that there's not gateways down at this time in the game. And so that we don't need to worry too much about any form of gateway aggression early on. But he still hasn't taken the gases. So he could be chronoboosting out an upgrade, could be trying to go warp prism. So we're going to be a little bit cautious. We do have a lot of units now. We're going to get a macro hatch down as well, which is a little bit later than we would have liked, but it's fine. I'm getting a couple more overlords because we are losing a couple around the map. And let's just get these out of harm's way. And we're going to start our unit production. We've got a queen now dedicated to creep spread, and now we're just going to start making a lot of roaches as soon as overlords pop. We got a hotkey up our new hatchery, and now as the overlords pop, let's make those roaches. And let's just queue up even more overlords now. Still no third base been taken by him. Let's try and get these overlords out of harm's way. Gas taken at 10 minutes. That's really, really late there. So, unless he's playing very slowly and just not playing so well, we have to be cautious. Going to build an overseer to find out more what's going on. Going to scout the front of his base a little bit more. It looks like it's just going to be like an immortal all-in, from what I can tell so far. I'm not exactly sure, so we have to be careful. Looks like we're going to lose... Oh, that was just the same overlord. But with the overseer now, we should be able to, you know, confirm what's actually going on. Let's make these out. Oh, get roach speed. Forgot about that. Gateway, 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 gateway. Gateway, 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 gateway. Let's just build a lot of units then. So, looks like he's probably making his way across the map already. Got some creep spread down on our third base. Don't have any on our natural yet. And let's use the rest of our lava now for making lings, because of course we don't have any gas. But we're approaching maxed out, which is always nice to see. So with the next actually wave of units, we probably will be maxed out. So let's get these overlords out of the way. Not too sure what angle he's going to be coming from here. Get +2 attack, but we're just waiting for an attack. He hasn't got a base unless it's going to be in the top right, which we'll move an overlord for. So we're just waiting for an attack. We've got a lot of units now. Gonna leave a ling on the bottom side and probably a ling on the top side. Get rid of these creatures out there. And we just continue to make a lot of units. And until he takes the third base, we're not teching up. Okay, there he is. An immortal all-in's coming. Alright, so what we're going to do now, against an immortal lane, you want to be setting up a flank. And a queen will come into this flank by the looks of it. So we're going to have one this side and another this side. Very simple. He's going to come down this ramp, and he's going to come towards our third base, and we're going to come from this side with this amount of units. It's a very simple way to deal with these kind of attacks, because you just won't be able to hit the force fields well enough. Get a last round of lava injects in. He has a quick look down here. We're just going to pick off the probe. Get out. Oh, maybe not. Alright, so let's set up this flank. Attack move in from one angle when he comes. Okay, now, and then come in with the other one immediately. So get in right away, and then come in from this side. And you get a perfect flank. The queen targets down the warp prison. You have 3 SR, so you're building nothing but roaches behind this. And that's how to deal with an immortal lane. Obviously, it's a lot later on, and we are properly maxed out, but, you know, we cancel the warp prison, and it's GG. So good surround coming from 2 angles. He can't force field well. If you come from one angle, it's very easy for him to force field, so it makes it harder for you to accomplish anything. So I'll hit him on the creep, and a nice, swift victory you shall take with game number 1 of the day. And hopefully we're aiming for 5 once again here as we load into game number 2. But yeah, so that's how to scout really nicely. You know, you check the guesses on the natural for as long as you can. You know that they're missing, so you know that minerals are going somewhere. You see there's no third base. You know a 2-base all-in's coming. Build an overseer, go in, see it, get out. Yeah. Alright, so going on to game number 2 of the day against a Terran player on Daybreak again here. So, of course, going to be joining. The only thing different is that we are going to be sending, or getting a hatchery first here, rather than spawning pool first. We will be still sending out a drone scout. Even though we know his race, we are more interested in seeing if he's gone 2 racks or if he's, you know, taken any gas early on.
We require more minerals.
So just trying to pair these drones up for now. We want to shift F1, shift F2, shift F3, shift F4, back to F1. And then we're going to go ahead and build an overlord.
We require more minerals.
And I'm just going to go ahead and drone across.
We require more minerals.
So on Daybreak, it is pretty big. It's a pretty big map. Aside from the early drone scout, we want to be sending the second overlord to the natural again for bunker rushes. But our overall plan here is going to be to 4 to 5 queen immediately before gases with a relatively early third base. So roughly 5-minute 45 third base, so we can get a good economy set up. You don't necessarily need a drone towards it, but you need to take it down. And the reason for that is if you drone towards it, you're basically saying, alright, I'm going to drone to 70 drones, because 3 base saturation is 70 drones, 75 drones. So if you want to drone towards that third base, then you're basically saying you're going to 75 drones without building units, which is not going to be the case, because they can attack in between. Basically, their attack timing with Hellions and Banshees, if that was the style we were going to see. And oh my god, I'm not drone scouting. We need a drone scout. I'm just going to check down here, actually, just because of proxy locations that he could have come from. What was I saying? So, the attack timing for Hellion and Banshees and so on could be, it is, between 50 drones and 70. So, if you drone anywhere in between that mark, you're going to die because you won't have units. It's as simple as that. So we do not see barracks on this side. We do not see, and the reason why I'm scouting around instead of directly to him, because I was later on. So I'm going to get to his base a lot later on, unfortunately. We are going to continue to drone to 17 and overlord on 17. And it doesn't look like he is too barracksing us, because the locations would have been either down here or on the high ground up there. So we're most likely just going to see a barracks and supply depot, wanting a 1 barracks command center. Oh, well, that sucks for him. But I'm going to be nice. I'm going to let him take it. Alright, so let's just get the queens up. We've got gas, so he's gone immediately for a reactor Hellion opening. So upon seeing that, what we're going to do is take a gas, and we're actually going to get a spine crawler down pretty fast, because he's obviously opting for some form of aggression here with a pretty damn fast Hellions on a map this big. He doesn't really want to play long, you know, he wants to get in there, do damage as fast as possible. Send these overlords out. I don't so care about that drone anymore. Another overlord, drones, and then we're going to get into gas, and then in a second, we're going to add on the queens first, the 4 queens like we said before. Then we'll add a spine crawler. So we know that we're approaching queens to be made. I hope I've got an overload in one of those eggs. I'm pretty sure I do. Okay, good. Edge of creep. We got one gas incredibly early on here to get speed out as fast as can be. Let's get drawn up 2 more times and let's get a spine crawler. Spine crawler timing is adjusted to the map size, of course being a pretty damn big map. And we're going to go ahead and get speed and just leave it ticking away in there because we'll get double upgrades from one gas after all. So let's just connect the creep spread up. I want to get an overload. Want to probably go in to see if he's added on second factory or not. And now we've got a couple of queens set up on the front door. It's going to be nice for defense with a spine crawler too. So I'm going to send in this overload over here to have a quick look, and then we're going to start in very shortly drone production. I mean link production, sorry. Just waiting for this overload. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever that link count was. We're going to start that. Because it doesn't look like he's added on a command center either, so I'm a little bit worried with what this is going on. And this is how to scout for cheese, of course. So we go in, we see, okay, double, okay. So new queen, speed's on the way, get another spine crawler, and just build a bunch of links. That's all you need to do. You don't really need roaches, I don't think. You could throw it down, and we're going to throw it down anyway, just to be safe. I wouldn't use it because I think I'm good enough to stop it with surrounds, but we're going to do it anyway. We're going to get a new queen. He's playing very all-in-ish. We're going to block our ramp with queens. We've got lings that are going to be very fast here. We're going to get a couple of overlords. I'm just going to wait until he comes in to here maybe, and then surround.
Metamorphosis complete.
Roach run's almost done. Keep lava injecting. If he's going to come in now, we get in it. And get us good surround if you can. There you go, good surround initiated. Roaches can be built now, and that's pushed away pretty easy. You can even transfuse drones if you start to lose some. But that's how to deal with kind of cheese, you know. So roaches are building. You can go and end him now, basically, with roaches that are coming out. There's no way he can stop roaches coming at him. So that's unfortunately the end for this guy. He's probably going to try and expand now as a natural follow-up to this. But, you know, his build did not work. It was dedicated to kill me early on. It was scouted early on. It was dealt with early on. Now we can see on the minimap he's expanding. So let's go ahead and just send roaches across the map. So we send roaches across the map here, and then just back him up by links. So you can even catch these. And we just waypoint across the map. You got 2 spine crawlers to defend if need be, a handful of queens to defend if he doesn't want to go back and defend himself. Alright. Some more and more units going across. It looks like he may have even cancelled that base, and we're just going to go to drone now. So we're just going to do a bit of counter pressure, and then drone. So we got a lot of roaches, a lot of lings. Just waypoint everything together and start droning up. Another overlord. Okay, so he's given up that base. So that's pretty awesome. So what we're going to do now is throw down double evolution chamber. Well, not quite yet. It's just drone a little bit more. Knock on the front door. Yeah, it's just double evolution chamber up. Go take a 3rd base. Get this creep spread going a little bit more. Take this 3rd base. Oh. Wait for him to come out. Just say, come out and play. Surround your units out so you get a good arc when he does decide to come play. And then we just go layer, add on more drones. It looks like he's added on marauders now, which is fine by us. And we're going to go immediately into ling upgrades now. So melee and then carapace while continuing to drone. So hotkey this new hatchery up. Get this creep spread going. Just double click on one of them. Double click on one of the creep tumors and then just CCCC. So CCCC, double click, and then you just grab them all. And we'll get that carapace and just drone up, and we just fully contained him. We want to take 4 gases now while we're droning, because you obviously want to be going for the infestation pit as soon as you get to layer, and you need all 4 gases for that. Drone count is looking pretty healthy, but still keep droning for now. Overlords can be spread even further to make sure he has no hidden base anywhere. Looks like he's scanning our units. Double click the creep tumors, click, grab, just drag a box to get the rest. Double click, 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 click. Double click, click, click. Okay, they're not ready. And then let's go infestation pits. Let's get into the guests on the natural and so on. Let's drone towards this new base. Oh, shit, he ran past me. Alright, time to run back. Because he's run past me. That wasn't intended.
We require more minerals.
So we do have some transfuses available. It looks like he's going to get in here. So let's try and block off as much as we can. So, oopsie daisy, let's just drone up again. So you already know you're taking losses now, so try to just rebuild as much as possible. He's not getting in there, that's no way. We're going to lose a lot of drones on natural. Keep lava injecting, keep building drones, and you're going to replenish all the drones you lost before anything can really happen. So, I mean, right now we lost all those drones, but I think we're pretty much almost where we left off, you know, if you think about it. Look, we're still saturated on that base. So the only thing he stopped us from doing was droning towards our new base. So, recovered that easily, and that's how to recover losses as well. As soon as you see you're taking losses, you already start building drones. If you watch any pro players stream, Idris, Stefano, whenever they take damage, they say, oh crap, you know, alright, GG, oh not GG, but you know, well played, you got into my mineral line, congratulations, I'm already building drones. And sometimes, you even see players do that when the enemy units are halfway across the map. So we're just going to throw these units away. I don't really like roaches very often. I'm just going to get rid of them. Bring down as many SCVs as we can, many mules. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then some SCVs. And then we're going to make our infestors. Grab all these SCVs. And then we're just gonna, you can throw a macro hatch down now, probably on the third base, it's fine, and then just start building your units. Start building your army now. I'm not gonna drone anymore, I'm just gonna build an army. Because he's very weak, we just killed a lot of mules, means he can't really defend against anything aggressive from us. And even if he comes out like that, we're gonna catch it with open arms. Let's continue to creep spread. Infestors should be out in a second. So, clear that up. Continue to build up a lot of lings, and we're gonna go kill him now. You know, we've got overlords on potential bases of his. There's no way he can get back into this game. So we're just gonna build our army in the middle. A few more infestors. Continue to lava inject. You can add on macro hatches if you're missing your lava injects a little bit, and then you can just hotkey them up. And now all the queen energy will come down to 0 if you continue to lava inject. Alright, so we've got a lot of lings. Looks like we have a straggler up here. Just gonna die. So let's hot kill units up. Lings and roach to 1, infestors to 2. Let's make our way across. So waypoint across the map as well. Come down, lava inject, lava inject, lava inject. Waypoint in. Bring down that. Build your lings. Come back. I'm gonna lob some infested Terrans in, and I'm just gonna get in. So attack, move in, get behind the bunkers, lob some infested Terrans, T, and just gonna run him over. GG. Alright, game 2 done out of potential 5, and we're promoted to silver! We've done it! We've done it! Rank 2 silver, bonus pool -6, that's funny. Have a quick look at what rank that guy was. He was platinum. Alright, so a platinum player trying something a little bit wacky. Didn't work out too well. And you in silver or bronze league or gold league, whatever race you are in right now watching this video, that's how to be a platinum player. You know, just see his build. Scout it well. Oh, want to check something. Damn it. Wanted to do my map preferences. I keep forgetting. It's okay, it's daybreak. Alright, and Zerg vs Zerg, so we're going across all 3 matchups so far, which is always nice. And we will be opening up spawning pool again, even on daybreak. I'm sorry, nerd, I know you want to go hatchery first. Yes, I'm talking to you, Steve. I know you want to go hatchery first, but no. No. The reason is because you're more likely to lose more games going hatchery first than you are to win. Because, Steve, you are a good player. You are watching this video to learn. You will have good macro through the basics of F1, F2, F3, F4. That helps out a lot. You have good scouting and good game reading and good game information. You don't need to risk on hatchery first, even on a map like Daybreak. Even on a map like Daybreak. And the reason why I say that is because Daybreak is a big map. You can get away hatchery first. I think hatchery first is normal here, but I would prefer you to get comfortable with spawning pool builds because you don't want to lose to 6, 7, 8, 9 pools, early crap, anything like that. Just no. And you'd be surprised that in the lower leagues, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of early pool builds. And with a lot of early pool builds, you get an automatic win if you go spawning pool first at 14 or 15. Because if he goes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 spawning pool, and you have got like a 14 or 15 spawning pool, you're set. You're really, really good. Because by the time he gets there with his lings, you're already going to have your lings out. We had a very, very early drone scout in our base. Doesn't really mean anything. It's just very much so wants to get information as fast as possible. Maybe he wanted to deny hatchery first while going hatchery first of his own is probably one thing I can think of. So if we... Oh, dear me. Okay, that happens. It happens to the best of us. So if he's got a hatchery down, I think that's what it most likely is. We're going to go hatchery, and then we're not going to build an overlord. We're going to go queen and drones. Unless we see lings coming, then we'll build lings. We got our F1s to ready to go. And what do we see in his base? Let's find out. So queen and then drones. Still haven't seen lings coming, so I don't need to build lings. Queen, drones. No hatchery. Take gas. Get overlord. I'm not going to poke him because he's probably got a spawner pool done too. But he has not taken a natural expansion. So I think we're going to be facing some aggression here, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get another drone. Going to get into gas, and we will be going initially for a spine crawler straight away down there. We're not going to build lings quite yet. The reason is because he's not coming quite yet, so we want to squeeze out as many drones as we can. I'm going to build a new queen from our main and send that one down. We're going to get another drone. We're going to get the, not bailing nest, we're going to get speed first. Still no expansion though, so I am freaking out a little bit. I am freaking out, so I'm going to build my spine crawl immediately. It's very late, no expansion. Queen, oh, overlords, okay. Okay. So, going to get speed now, going to get an overlord and speed. Going to pick off that overlord. Another overlord coming down, still worried, still incredibly, incredibly worried. I'm going to drone up a little bit more, playing with fire, and I'm going to start to build lings. Okay, so I'm starting to build lings. I'm going to get a baling nest down immediately. Come on, creep. Creep! Creep! Lings! Alright, let's get these lings. I'm going to drone a little bit more, and that's it. I'm squeezing out a handful of drones because I want a good economy to deflect this. And now we've got speed almost done. We've got bailing nest on the way. Now I'm building my lings. I don't know if this is a one-base layer, if this is one-base anything. I'm building units. I don't give a damn. Building units. Okay, there it is. Okay, so let's just try and... Where's the bailing nest? Is it? Oh, it's not quite done. So we're going to have to block the ramp. Gonna get in his main base. Gonna start building lings of our own. Here he comes. Oh, shoot!
Our forces are under attack.
So we're just gonna try and defend as much as possible. And it is a one base, so all we have to do is defend this. Okay, so far so good. Let's get another spine crawler down. Okay, so we deflected all the banelings, and I'm even droning, because that's how cool of a person I... Oh, shoot! usually am. Alright, so it's like a one base all in. We got a drone now. We're going to come back in the main. We're going to run around. I don't know why it took him so long to actually get to us, but it did. Whatever. We're just going to start droning up now.
We require more minerals.
What is that structure? Is that a roach warren? A spine crawler? Oh my god. Okay. Well, I guess this game's over. Alright, so what we're going to do now is just waypoint over a million link. Okay. Yeah. Alright, GG. Surprise tactics from Mr. Sandman didn't quite work. Spine crawler was down, battlenet was at a good time. This guy was in Gold League, and double queen block on the ramp. That's all you need to do. So game number 3 done. Moving on to game number 4 now. We might be able to squeeze in a 6th game, considering that the games have been going relatively fast. But yeah, that was pretty flashy. Did lose a bunch of links to bailings because I am a noob. I'm not afraid to say that. But loading into the next game, I'm happy that we got promoted though. I was a little bit worried that we were going to be in Bronze League for all 4 episodes, and I meant to leave Bronze League as fast as possible. But it's good. We're top of Silver, so it's nice. All right, so moving on to the next game now. It is Protoss. It is Antigua Shipyards. His name is Nemesis. He is favored, and we're going to beat him. Yeah. All right, so droning up. 3 and 5, F1, F2, F3, F4. Good luck. Our plan again against any Protoss player on any map is always going to be spawning pool first. Always. At the highest level, I'm sorry I'm saying this, but the highest level you can go away and get hatchery first sometimes on bigger maps. Do you know why? Because they always go Nexus first, so you don't have to be worried about cannons and pylons and gateway units. But that's another level that you guys aren't at yet, so don't worry about that. Alright, so spawn and pull first. We're going to be going for spawn and pull first, as I just said. We'll be drone scouting. You notice we didn't drone scout on the Zerg vs Zerg actually. Do you know why? Because the Overlords are so good at scouting on a map like that. You may want to scout in a Zerg vs Zerg on a 4-player map, but Overlords give you the information of, oh, they're lings running at you, basically. That's pretty good information, and then you know what to do. And with spawn and pull early on, you don't need to worry too much. Alright, so we are going to be going for the 15 spawn and pull, not 14, 15. He is not in the top left by the looks of it here. So immediately you're going to send this Overlord down there to this back base. Because if he is down there, then you're going to get a good Overlord position. If he's not there, then the Overlord then comes to this location. I just moved a drone down to build a hatchery, and I promise I'm not going to because I was talking. And then we're just going to go spawn and pull. So spawn and pull a little bit late, a bit of a mistake on my behalf, but it's still down, and then hatchery. So we see a forge coming down, and then we'll just add on the hatchery. And we're going to go ahead and get down there. Alright, so forge. Oop, pick on that probe.
Our drones are under attack.
He's not obviously cannon rushing us because his probe's in our main. I'm just gonna go run away from the probes. I'm gonna go queen, ling, overlords, and then return this drone. You don't need this drone anymore. Get that overlord, as we talked about, to the back of his base again, and we've got 2 overlords in amazing position. And then we're just going to play our regular game now. It's got pylon and cannon. He hasn't got a cannon, actually. It's a pylon and gateway. So another overlord in a good position on his 3rd base. I'm going to pick off his probe and then just knock on the front door a little bit, because I did notice that everything seemed to be a little bit late there. And then we're just going to go expand. So I'll probably just build another queen, because it's going to be a bit of a later expand, just because his probe was still around. And it's going to be a 4-minute 30 expand, which is okay. So Drone production. Oh dear me. Alright, even though we got in there, I mean, I don't want to kill him now with 4 lings, because I'll just out-micro him because I'm a little bit faster than he is, so I'm just going to leave. Because I could run around and pick off drones all game long, and I don't really want to do that. Because it's very rare you get into a base like that, so. Apollo the Merciful. Another Overlords. Hotkey up this new one. And now we just continue to drone. We are going to add on the gases at 6 minutes. There's been nothing in here that slowed him down. Actually, he's faster because of a gateway earlier. So to be honest, if we're going to use the same theory that we add gases later if he's slower, then technically we should be adding our gases earlier if he is faster, and he is faster in this game. But that's something for you to keep in consideration as you're playing. For now, we're just going to hit the usual timings of 6 minutes and so on. We got a new queen and just continue to drone up. Transfer a handful of drones over, and we want to just keep droning. We're going to get a new queen to creep spread from this natural in a second here. But not quite yet, because we want to, actually I'm not going to do that at all, not yet. We're just going to keep hitting everything here. So continue to drone up. At 7 minutes, of course, is going to be the the Roach One Evolution Chamber. We're going to have a quick look at the front. Is he upgrading Forge +1? No. So I have a feeling, what's this? Stalker and Zealot, okay. That's just going to build like a couple of links. Going to send in this. Gateways added on. Not too sure what that Zealot Stalker's about. Roach One Evolution Chamber. Gases on the natural. A handful of lings, just like 8 lings, and then just drones, because he's poked at us a little bit. We're just going to scout the natural. Yeah, so this is what the 8 lings are for. So a little bit of micro. Don't really want to be losing. Well, we're not going to lose the queen, but don't want to lose any drones. So we've got that surrounded. Chase out. Continue to drone. Get into the gas. Lava inject. Attack upgrade. Layer. All these things. And then we haven't seen anything. I mean, only 2 gateways been added on is a little bit weird. So I'm not too sure what it means. He's got all 4 gases, but I'm still not sure. I am a little bit confused. We're going to get a macro hatch in a second. We'll get a robo. Okay, so there it is. Now I'm not confused. So, robo going down, some macro hatch, take the center. So just going to drone up a little bit more because we're playing against a robo player that isn't coming out anytime soon, any early play at all. So drone a little bit more here. Got macro hatch connected up. Just going to spread these overlords to these locations, just around this left hand side, and a 3rd base. Alright, so as we see a 3rd base here, all we're going to do is start to pressure it. So we're going to start to build roaches already. And we're going to start to play an aggressive style against this, which I definitely recommend. You can't allow Protoss players to get away with this on a map like Antigua Shipyard. I definitely recommend pressuring it. So the goal of pressuring is to max out and build as many units as possible. So make sure you are hitting your lava injects. Make sure you are building the roaches. These rocks are very important on Antigua Shipyard to break down. Make sure to get roach speed. Make sure to keep on adding units. So Overlord's about to pop 4 of them for me in any second now, and then we're going to build even more roaches. And I added on even more Overlords. So we're going to start pressuring this right off the bat. Like, you don't need to wait for any number. You don't need to wait for any supply number. You start doing it right away. Because you put the pressure on right away. He knows about it now. Oh no, he doesn't. That's in the middle. You're going to get +2 attack immediately. And we're going to continue to power out roaches and waypoint them down here. And then we're going to come in, we're going to pick off a pylon. You're in there already. We're going to continue to build roaches, continue to hit your lava injects, going to pick off... Oh, he has got an immortal in there, so be careful. Might want to wait now for roach speed. And come from 2 different angles. One of the biggest goals on Antigua and Daybreak, if you get in his main, you are a hero. So if we get in his main, like I said, okay, it's not going to happen, but... it could still. Because if you get in the main, it is very, very difficult for him to do anything about it. So we're just making a bunch of lings or roaches. We walk into the main, and that's what I mean. It's very difficult to actually do anything about that. So we just back off. Oh, we didn't get ling speeds. God damn it, never mind. Alright, just keep on building roaches then. We got into his main, and the reason why it's very difficult for him to do anything about it is because how is he meant to hold off, you know, roaches in his main and attacks on his third? It's just very, very difficult. So we're going to come in again, get a good close-up fight. Going to pick off a lot more units, and we'll continue to waypoint slow lings because I made a boo-boo across. Get rid of these overlords in case he pounces out. And just try and get as close as possible now. His force fields run out. Might be able to bring down an immortal. A sentry. Get your lava injects going. Get +2 attack going. And you're going to get in again. So just continue to put on the pressure. You can take the gases now. You're starting to, you know, float a bit of money. So we got roach speed done. More units should be waypointed across. As the gases are taken, we can start to add on the infestation pit and go to the next level of this. But the pressure's not over yet. Drone up now a little bit as we're taking the gases, because of course you're going to lose a couple of drones through going into the gases. And we're going to come in again. But he just doesn't have any force fields anymore. So, you know, eventually you wear him down to a point where he's going to lose anything anyway. You get into the gases on and just drone up a little bit more. Oh, just sort the waypoints out, sorry. And then you're already, I think we're already breaking through anyway. And that's just consistent pressure. Just keep on wearing him down, make him use the energy on the force fields, and once force fields are gone, immortals are rendered useless pretty much. Try and surround with the roaches? No. Let's bring down the third base. And now with the infestation pit down, you've got pathogen glands available to you that you can now use immediately. But the real big thing in this game that we did was basically get roaches in his main. If you get roaches in his main on this map, on Daybreak, they are in so much trouble because it's so difficult for them to do anything about it. I mean, they have to go back all the way to their main, and that's a long, long, long way to their third base to defend it. So you can make your infestors now. You always want to be cautious about the Colossus potential follow-up. Always. And, you know, I've lost this before as well, where all of a sudden Colossus come out of nowhere and we just die. So you want to be careful about that. But with infestors, it does make things easier. Can bring down this attack upgrade or armor upgrade, cyber core. And yeah, this guy unfortunately taking a bit of a beating here. So let's just wait for all these units to come out. We can go another infestation pit. We've got a lot of drones, so we can, you know, take the gases on the natural. Let's waypoint a lot of lings across now, and we're going to go for the kill. We got the infestors coming down now as well. And so. And then even at this stage of the game, if you really want to, you can go hive, you know, if you want. Add on, you know, we didn't really creep spread in this game. I didn't think it was too important since we were being the aggressor. And he's going to try and take a new base. Just fumble this, kill that. Ooh, juicy fumbles. Good game. Alright. So, pretty straightforward aggression versus early third base. And hopefully you can learn something from that. So let's move on. Another Protoss player, another Platinum player. So let's move on to another game here. So this will be our fifth game now coming up. Fifth game coming up. So we'll do this. We'll maybe squeeze in another one depending on how long this one takes. But I hope you guys have been enjoying this series of videos so far. Remember, the Protoss and Terran ones will be coming out not too long down the line either. So another Protoss opponent. On a smaller map though. So the playing field changes a little bit. And I'm going to talk you through it now. Any moment now. Any moment now. Any moment now. Any moment. Any moment. Any moment now. Alright, so we're into the game. So Ohana is a relatively small 2-player map. There are a lot of aggressive plays that Protoss like to do here. Whether it be the Immortal Lint we talked about on Daybreak. Whether it be +1 attack. So we're going to have to be very, very diligent with our scouting. Initially, our first Overlord goes right up to the natural, like most maps, if not all maps against Protoss, because you want to be able to scout the gases. The gases on the natural will give you the information on whether it's going to be tech or no tech. And tech is robotics, Twilight Council, Stargate, anything like that. If you do not see gases, that means gateways or third base. So very, very simple. At 6 minutes, you scout the gases, and you always read that at 6 minutes. 6 minutes, look at the gases. Are they taken yet? Yes or no? The longer that they're not taken, the likelihood of gateways or third base will be. If they are taken, obviously you know he's looking for some form of tech. So we will be going up to spawn and pull first again. So we go 15 spawn and pull. So go ahead and build that spawn and pull. We've got our F source set up. We're going to go ahead and just pull down this drone nice and early on. And we're going to go and have a little click on him because he's going to try and block us off, right? So if he tries to block us off, then very easily we're just going to build a hatchery. If he doesn't block us off, sorry. Alright, so if he does that, let's go straight to this third base, build an Overlord immediately. Because he's going to block you for a little time here, most likely. If not, then we just go down and build a hatchery anyway. But whenever a block happens, always just build an Overlord. Because if you look at the resources, if we hadn't built an Overlord, we'd been at 400 minerals. So remember to move the Overlord from the natural down there. And then send this Overlord to his third base, third Overlord to third base. Queen and Lings, probes back in the main, so he's not building anything on the third. Build 2 Lings, and then back to drones. Poke in on the natural if we see anything, because that's going to be quite a tell. And we don't see anything. Oh, we do. Okay, we do. So, okay, so a late Nexus. But a Nexus nonetheless. Alright, so let's come down and build this hatchery. Yeah, Nexus nonetheless. Alright. Oh, okay. He had another probe. Okay, well, let's just pretend we don't know. Even though the Overlord's there, because I want him to finish the construction of that pylon. A lot of Protoss players are doing this. Really a lot of. They must get a lot of free wins or something down in these leagues. And there we go. Great. So already we're gonna get a lead in this game. Already super easy, you know, easy peasy lemon squeezy. I don't know why he's trying to do this. He lost the cannon, cancelled the cannon. Oh my gosh. That in terms of, you know, how far ahead are we? We're looking at a good, you know, 30-40 seconds lead because of that, most likely. So I'm very happy about this. So let's get out. Spread these Lings across. Yeah, good start for us. Very, very bad start for him. Let's just transfer a handful of drones down again. Let's not take our gas now until 640. We'll adapt a little bit harder and have even more drones out. So let's go ahead and just spread these Overlords nice. We're going to have an Overlord around his main base shortly. We're going to even have an Overlord on his natural, where we know, to scout his gases. So things are looking good. So just lava injecting, creep spreading, drone building, queen building. Got a new queen because we're so far ahead we have the money to do that. Where's this Overlord? Come on, pop. Alright, new Overlord done. Gonna build a new Overlord again. Oh, look at this, just rich in drones. Gas taken, so he is teching, not being gatewaying. Oh, just rich in drones. Bathing in drones at the moment. So let's go take gases now at 640. Lava inject, creep spread, lava inject again. Oh, creep spread, then lava inject. Make your mind up, queen. Spread these Overlords out the right hand side. 4 gases taken, more drones constructed. You're the creep spread guy. More Overlords. We're not going to take gases on the natural until 7:30. Exactly a minute later, just about. More drones. Any tech? Not yet. So let's now take gases on the natural. A little bit earlier, but it doesn't matter. Drone. So what tech do we have? Nothing yet. Maybe in the back of his base. It could be DTs, you know. So get speed. Get Roach Warren Evolution Chamber. Or Roach Warren Evolution Chamber, then speed, should I say. Roach Warren Evolution Chamber, speed. Drones. Robo. Okay, so there's his tech path, Robo. So continue to drone. 2 zealots coming down, so let's just make a handful of units if you can. Oh, no, can't quite because we're supply blocked, but it's okay. We've got 2 queens, so let's get this queen down here. So it is going to be an overlord play, Robo play. We can go layer. I'm going to have 2 queens to push this off. Yeah, 2 queens is enough. You can just dance. Build a handful of lings just in case. Just dance around. You can even pull drones into the mix. So a little bit itty bitty micro. Oh, it got 2 drones from that and disrupted us a little bit. So nice little victory from him. Gonna drone more because he's not doing anything. A big drone wave. Actually, probably too many drones. We'll try and fix it. Just waypoint in here. Macro hatch needs to come down. Attack upgrade coming down. Injects need to come down. We might as well take the gases since we just gone up to so many drones because we're playing super greedy. Bunch of gateways. Twilight Council. There's a lot of everything right now. And then we just start our rush production. And again, at this stage, we are able to play very drone heavy because of how we've read him out. You know, what is he doing? You've wasted a couple of zealots there as well. You know, just seemed to be just in this guy's head exactly what he's planning to do. A lot of drones, actually. Probably a few too many drones. Yeah, a few too many drones. Over-droned a little bit. I'm probably at like 80 drones. But we can go ahead and take the infestation pit. We can go double evolution chamber with this amount of money. You can just build a bunch of roaches now because he hasn't taken a base, so he's still gearing up to do an attack at this moment until he takes that base. So let's kill the rocks. He's not going DTs or anything because he went for that robo. He's got Twilight Council down a lot later on. Let's build a lot of roaches. Hotkey the macro hatchery up. You take another macro hatchery because we do have a good economy. Get rid of these overlords, don't want them at the front line. Try to creep spread. Get the carapace upgrades. Still nothing down. Maybe trying to break these rocks now to take a new base. Not yet. Okay, there it is. So he is going to try and take a base, but we're not going to let him, of course. But this time, instead of... I'll end it on a high this episode. Instead of just going down and beating him with a bunch of root units. Okay, so he's coming at us. Never mind. Alright, so that's gonna peter out very fast. I was gonna say something else if he hadn't have attacked us, but alright. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, oops. I was gonna say if he's gonna take a 3rd base, I wasn't gonna attack him and just tech up. But now the game's over, unfortunately. You can go hive, you can go pathogen glands, you got a 4th base up, hotkey that up. Just get in there and just attack. There's nothing you can do. You can target down the Nexus. Build a bunch of lings. Target down the Nexus and get out, I guess, or bring down the Forge, ultimate insult. And then just come out. And you can get melee, you can get your infestors now. He's gonna just bounce back and attack you, so too much lag. GG. Alright, so that was a pretty straightforward game there. But once again, trying to emphasizing the gases and how to take them and so on, and when to take them. And there we go, even a Diamond League player there. Was beaten out. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's been a pleasure once again trying to help you guys improve as Zerg players across the board, using simple game knowledge, scouting, game reading, and macro mechanics to help you out and improve you. And we have reached a diamond level, so we're going on to episode number 4, which will be coming out very shortly. Hopefully, and I hope with fingers crossed, we can even be able to beat a Master League player up. but we'll have to see. So thanks again, guys. Follow me on Twitter, which is ApolloSC2. Make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel as well. And I'll see you next time, hopefully with episode number 4 as fast as I can. See you later.